Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. And module for this section is denial of service. What does this module meant for us? The main objective of this module is to reduce or restrict the actual, or you can say real users to access the network or access the website, whichever you are targeting. So this basically means sending lot of messages so that my whichever client or server it is used, whichever server it is using can't handle that process. And if my Linux machine is an authenticated device, he also can't enter that machine. Means make him the server little bit busy, making the server little bit busy on my request rather than the official authenticated user's request. So the one way to stop this is to set a limit for my server that only 500 users can access me within this time period. Means 1 minute only 500 connections is capable. This way you can protect your server. So for our topology, without wasting time, let's jump into the lab. For our topology, we have, okay, let 1 minute. Okay, for our topology, we have a Linux machine as usual. It's Kali Linux and it's in 239, a Windows server at 242, and a Windows machine at .35 with a network of 192.168.255.0/24. Okay, so let's jump into our first task. Okay, in uh, in our Windows machine, it's a Windows machine, and I will let me do one thing. I actually tested this lab before coming to this video, so let me make it full screen. So it's good for you. Yeah. So basically, what you have to do is go to SourceForge and download this low orbit ion cannon tool, which is a tool used by hackers to perform DDoS through Windows. SourceForge, you have to see LOIC. It's a low orbit ion cannon. So you have to download this, and okay, so you have to download this. And for our connection, I have tested my Windows server that I actually set up my Windows server as an HTTP web server, so we can flood our request to that web server. Okay, so I have already downloaded our look and Canon Orbit. So what you have to do is simply extract the file. There is no installation file; it's a directly executable file. Run it. When you run it, you will be prompted a GUI like this. What you have to do next is type the URL or an IP. So here in my case, I have an IP of my Windows server, okay, 255.242, and you have to simply click on lock on, which will simply lock your IP, which you want to, and port number is 80 because it's not secure. I will show you. The port number is fine. It's not secure. It's not HTTPS. It's not secure, as you can see. Port number 80 is fine, and then I will use the method of HTTP. It's cool. I will do for HTTP. Let's do for HTTP. You can use TCP too. Whatever method you want, you can use, and you have to just simply click on "I'm a charging my laser." It's actually it's a funny line, so it just means ready for this. I will charge this laser and shoot the flooding request. And as you can see, there are many attacks idle for some time. It's connecting, connecting, connecting. It's requesting so many pages. Let me try to access, but my Windows service is little bit stronger. Means it has 16 GB. So it will take time to fail this server, but it will eventually fail after 15-20 minutes, and I will not wait for that time. But you get the concept that how you will do a DOS attack. It's very simple, but before doing a DOS attack in corporates or in real unethical hacking world, we use proxy chaining so that our destination means we as requesting we should not be identified, right? So you have to make sure that this doesn't happen and you will be caught. So basically you don't have to go for single IP, means my IP, single IP requesting the web server. You can go for proxy chaining. So let it be 1 lakh or 2 lakh, this website will fail, and if you reload it will not load. Definitely it will not load. Okay. So the next thing, I will show this same attack in our Kali Linux with a GitHub repository. There is a tool, but I find this tool most effective in this case. It's Pent menu GitHub. Just you have to type like that. So there is a tool for DOS attacking. So there are many copies of this tool. You can download each and every. I have in lab manual. I have shown the Chetan something guys GitHub repository. All are same. You have to just download, and I have already downloaded it. There are lines how to download it, and you have to give it a uh, you have to modify its permissions so that the script can run, and you have to basically run it. You have to basically type git clone or wget. Both will work, no issue. Okay. If you type git clone, it will be updated time by time, but if you type wget, it will not be updated. That's the difference. Okay, so let's jump into my Kali next box. I'll be pausing this video. So I am in my Kali box. What you have to type is simply the git clone command. Let me see. Yeah, git clone command and git clone and the repository URL, and it will be cloned. So I've already done it. So in previous, I am also in previous labs and in video, I have shown how to clone, and there are commands given in lab manual also. So I will basically do ls, and as you can see, we have pent menu. So what you have to do is simply type dot forward slash pent menu, because it's a script. Run like this, and it's pent menu is open. We are doing a DOS attack. Recon attack is also available here. So I will do a DOS press 2. What type of attack you want to do? So I will do a TCP SYN flood. Okay, TCP SYN flood is sounding great. 3. Enter your target 192.168.255.242, which is my web server. Target, enter target port, defaults is 80. I am good with 80. And enter the source IP, means here you get the chances to do this. So I will be giving myself this IP. Don't use same IP, else it will cause error. 239. Send data with send. Yes, definitely. And enter the number of data bytes sent to, and default 3000 is go for 3500. Yeah. Hitting enter, and it will start to flood. Basically, it will not reply. You have to choose some other attacks. So I have provided security to show you that I have actually added the same procedure that don't accept any unknown thing. So it will not give you attack. So it will be like this, but you get the thing how to do it. You have to choose another attack, and I prefer you to go with slow Loris. So it will definitely work. I will show you the same pen menu, right? I am in pen menu, and I will do a slow 2. Yeah. Okay, sorry. 2 is the same attack. TCP acknowledgement attack. I will go for this time. I will go for slow Loris. As you can see, it's number 9, and I will go for 9 with the same. Oh, I have exited my pen menu. So I will go for pen menu 2, and this time 9, which will be slow Loris 9. Enter the target 192.168.255.242. Okay, port number will be 80. Okay, default. Choose the interval between 5 and I don't want that. Okay, random is fine. So use TLS. That also I don't care. see, attack is going on, and basically you have to choose the correct attack. And I didn't set the number of packets. Open connection 2000 connection returning to menu. So it requested 2000. So you can increase that also. So basically you get what to do. So this is the lab, and we will jump into our next task. So there is a tool also for this in Kali Linux, which is inbuilt, which is HPing3. But I didn't show you this because this is a very old tool, and sometimes it doesn't reply, and you don't have the capability to choose which packet to flood. It's simply a ping flooding. So basically, you don't have to do this. You have to go for good tools. You don't have to use the old tools. So it's easy. You have to mention the source which you have to go for, number of bytes, number of count, and number of /d means dynamic. Okay, so version will be one, so that's why it's not mentioned. So basically, don't go for this tool. Go for pen menu or low orbit ion cannon. So these are the best tools out there. So don't go for this tool. If you don't have any tool, then this will be a golden opportunity. You don't have to install anything. You don't have to download anything. You can go with this tool, but it will be an ICMP only. Okay. So let me jump into the next task, which will be protecting from a DDoS attack. So as you can see in a lab manual, I've shown you a process of restricting the DOS attacks in our local routers like TP-Link, D-Link, and all. But there are heavy used means managed routers to manage switches to manage servers to. So whatever it is, you have Cisco has provided a guide of defending against distributed denial of service attacks, and this is the most prominent or most beneficial guide to protect yourself from the DDoS. And they have mentioned how to protect. The procedure is same. The implementation will be different from device to device, but the procedure the Cisco has provided in a guide is absolutely stunning. You just have to, in a corporate, you just have to apply these all things. You have to make sure that these all things are enabled so that, as you can see, there are ICMP flood examples also. They will explain, you have to just give it a read, and that will be worth your time. So, and small TP-Link routers also have the DDoS protection. So TP-Link DDoS protection. Small unmanaged routers have this protection, and how to see, there are steps how to configure DOS protection. So there are small protection also. So basically you have to do this and you'll be good to go. So this is the end of our video. Hope you give a read on this guide, and it's very beneficial and it will be worth your time. Hope you see you in the, well, and see you in the next lab.